Hey y'all, so I'm going to go over what absolute cell reference is and in what situations you might want to use it. So it's used to lock a cell or a range of cells so that when you copy that formula over, then the cell that you're referencing stays the same. And you use this by placing a dollar sign before the column letter and before the row number on the formula bar. So right here, the total that I'm trying to get is what 20% profit added onto this number would be. So with this 100, I know just off the top of my head by doing some mental math is that the total when I add 20% to 100 would be 120. The formula that I'm going to use is equals, I'm going to select the cell that the 100 is in, plus, I'm going to select the 100 again, times the 20%, because that's the percentage amount that I'm going to add to the 100, and I get the 120. So then I want to use this formula over on these numbers as well. So if I drag it down, I notice that it's giving me, first of all, it's not reading some of the values, and it's giving me a ridiculously large amount right here. So if I click on this cell and I check the cells that are being used up in the formula, this number right here is being used in the formula when I want the 20% right here to be used. So I'm gonna go back to this first formula that I made, and I'm gonna see what cells are being referenced. Obviously the 20 right here, which is the cell H6, is the one that I want to lock in for the rest of the formulas when I drag it down. So I'm gonna go to the formula bar, and on the H6 I'm gonna add a dollar sign before the H and a dollar sign before the 6. So that stays the same, but when I drag it down, it gives me reasonable amounts to what it would be when I add 20% to this. So what I can also do once I have this formula locked in, let's say, okay, I saw the amount with 20%. Then let's say I want to see this amount with 15%. So what I can do is just go over here to the 20, change it to 15, and the total pops up. So this is an example using dollar amounts and profit. Now I'm going to show an example using counts and dollar amounts. So let's say you're remodeling an apartment complex and you want to know how much you're going to spend on fans to remodel the whole complex. Let's say that there is 150 one-bedroom units, and each of those one bedrooms uses 2 fans. So this is the unit count, this is the type of unit, and this is the fans per unit. Let's say that you have 75 2 bedrooms and you use 3 fans per unit. Let's say that you have 50 3 bedrooms and you use 4 fans per unit. And let's say you have 10 units that are 4 bedrooms and you use 5 fans per unit. So each fan is going to cost you $169. So I'm gonna say $169 and put that in accounting format. So price per fan. And now you want to figure out the total that you're going to spend. So the formula would be equals 150 units, use 2 fans each that are $169 each. So for the 1-bedroom units, you're gonna end up spending $50,700. I'm gonna drag down this formula since I want to know for the rest of the bedrooms. And again, it's not reading some values, and it's giving me some ridiculous amount right here. So I'm gonna go to this one and I'm gonna see, okay, I need to change this purple one. So M6 is the cell that I want to keep on referencing. So on the formula bar, I'm going to go to M6, gonna put the $sign in front of the M, $sign in front of the 6, and then I'm gonna drag that formula down. So let me just do a quick sum formula, and this would be the number that I'm spending in total for the whole property just on fans. And I got that by locking in this number, which is the dollar amount that the fans cost. So I'm referencing that number over and over again in these formulas. So that is how to use absolute cell reference in an Excel formula. It comes in very helpful when you need to reference the same cell over and over when you copy that formula over a few cells.